in the house? I got to get my laptop over here so I can see the chat. It doesn't break apart on me. How's everybody doing this evening? I'm a little bit early, but I wanted to go do it earlier because this is my dinner tonight, and I didn't want to wait till 10 o'clock tonight to eat, if that makes any sense to y'all. So let's see if we can get the chat up here. I can't tell, everything's faded out, so I can't see the chat up there. So let me get it brought up here so I can see everybody that's here.
You hate food going to waste. Listen up. The process of coating pretzels in chocolate, a portion of them get
Gotta turn the sound off.
instead of going to waste. We happen to think these broken pieces are even better than the original. Not only do they have a better chocolate to pretzel.
There. Because I can't be signed in on this, but I can get on here to read my chat. I don't have to sign in to look at the chat and see the chat like everybody else, which I can't see it on the camera up there. But I'm going to fix basically a typical supper, dinner for me tonight. Well, I gotta find the... Let me find myself, y'all. I had to go get my tires rotated today. I got my oil changed. Usually my tire rotation is free, which it was. But they suggested I replace my windshield wipers, so I did. That was $32. And then when I got to get my oil changed, they presented me with an $82 bill. It's like, oh. And they said, well, we gave you the really good synthetic oil, so you don't have to come in for another 5,000 miles to have an oil change. Well, I think it was 5,000 miles already, so I don't know. Maybe they give me the good oil each time. I don't know, but I think it was 5,000 miles this time that I waited to go in. So, and I don't like this light up here. I really don't. And I try to do something to get it out of the picture because it causes problems with the screen up there. And I know you can see my computer, but oh well. I want you to be able to see everything else too, so. Let's see who we got in the house. We got Chill, we got Joshua, and Shatika, and Sandra McCormick. Sandra, I got your plaque in the mail today. I've got the receipt, which I will mail that to you because you never did send me your email address. I mean, if you'd send me your email address, I could just shoot you a copy of it through the email. But as it is, I don't have it, and if you don't send it, I'll have to put it in the mail tomorrow. Because a lot of times they stamp the price on the package, and I don't think they stamped it on these packages that I sent the last couple of times. So I just kept the receipt. How's everybody doing? I think you're going to really like the plaque, Sandra. I really do. Yes, I love lasagna, Joshua, but lasagna doesn't like my weight. I could eat my weight in lasagna, but I'd gain 10 pounds every time I did that. And I've done a video on lasagna, you know, probably back a year ago if you want to go back on the old cooking videos to see it. I've been trying to update my list for my recipes, and I'm going back getting all the recipes that I've already done and posted the videos on that a lot of new people have not seen. I've been going back through months and months and months of cooking, and I'm trying to add those to the recipe list. So if you can bring up the recipe list, you know, you'll be able to see all my cooking videos. Eventually, it's going to take me a long time to get them all in there. I think I've only got like 160 posted in there right now, because I'm going to have to go back through 3 years of cooking videos to get them in that list. So it takes time, and I can't just sit there all day and do it. We got Kathleen Clark from South Carolina. Hello. Alex Smith. Hello. How are you doing? Tamara Aimling's in the house. Welcome, everybody. I'm loving seeing y'all in here tonight. And I know it's early, but like I was telling everybody else, I wanted to go ahead and do this video early because I don't want to eat my dinner at 10 o'clock tonight. So I decided I'd go live early today, this evening. That way I can have a good lengthy live to chat with everybody, and I can also get my dinner cooked. But first of all, I've started out with, I got these little red potatoes. And these are the kind of potatoes, the fresh potatoes, the little red ones, that people back home always put in their green beans when they cook them. And what I'm going to do, since my beans are already cooked and they're in a can, I'm going to quickly microwave some of my potatoes. I'm going to wash them off first. About what I think will go in, be enough to go in that. And I'll save a few of them. But yeah, I like to wash them off, but I leave the peeling on them, y'all. On these little potatoes, I don't peel them at all. I just wash them good. And like I said, I'm going to microwave them to help speed up the cooking process before I add them to my beans. When I got home from getting my oil change and my tires rotated, I heard all kind of racket going on behind me. And it was the truck that was delivering lumber and stuff, because they're going to start putting up the frame of that house. I'm going to go ahead and put another 2 potatoes in there, I think, because I'm going to be eating potatoes and beans with whatever else I eat this week. So they're going to be putting up the frame of this new house behind me pretty soon. They'll probably start on it tomorrow, because you know they laid the concrete foundation a couple of days ago. I always put water in my bowl, and I put it in a microwave safe casserole dish with a cover to help keep some of the steam in the bowl when I microwave them. I'm going to start them out about 5 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and add my bacon. If I can get it cut in half. If I had ham, I would put ham in there, but I'm just gonna add bacon to my dish here. That reminds me, I need to buy bacon. I think that's the last of my bacon. Go ahead and turn it on. Go ahead and get that bacon cooking. Y'all like, well, back home it would be fresh green beans right out of the garden, not cooked yet. You know, I remember sitting around breaking beans, washing them, getting them in the pot. And my mom would get the beans almost done, and then she'd add the potatoes in, the little bitty fresh potatoes just dug out of the garden. And when they're seasoned just right, oh my God, that is some good eating, y'all. I don't know if you've ever tried it. I know one time I fixed a short video on adding potatoes to my green beans. I had one comment said, well, I've never seen anybody add potatoes to beans before. But honey, you haven't lived in the South. Everybody where I'm from in North Carolina, the South, I mean, that's a staple on their table in the summer especially. And in the wintertime, you know, they can their beans. Sometimes they even can the beans with the potatoes in them. But they definitely will go ahead and can those green beans for wintertime and take them out and cook them, or finish cooking them, you know, in the wintertime, and they'll add potatoes. Oh, Chill just harvested his first 2 pounds of potatoes. Pitiful growing. Oh, well, hey, you got potatoes. That's the main thing. You know, last year I did get a handful of potatoes. This year I didn't really get any because I didn't plant them in time, and I didn't have much space to plant potatoes, so I didn't get any potatoes. And I tried them in the bags, and it just didn't work. But my peppers are doing good out there. My bell pepper, they like those bags. But I got the peppers in a partial shade in the backyard over here. So they get the morning sun, but in the heat of the afternoon, they're in the shade. Your dad made you stay home when they went to Sam's Club to get stuff. They were probably afraid that you'd want too much. But you know, that's not right. They should have let you go with them because they were going to buy what they want to eat. So they should have let you go and kind of choose some of the stuff that you want to eat too. Honey, Chill, I've got all the curves I need. I don't need any more curves. Yeah, they're really good. Well, I'll show you what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to put them in my beans, but that's not all I'm going to do with my little potatoes. Definitely not all I'm going to do with them. Now, while that's doing that, I've got some other stuff that I need to cut up. I don't know if I want to use a white potato or a red, it's not potato, an onion. I may just go for a red one. I got a red one right here, and it's a small one, so. But I need to go ahead and cut up my little peppers and my onion. And I'm not dicing it up real small, so I'm not going to stand here and cry trying to do these the onions. Oh, I need to get the lid off. And I better turn my pan down and turn my bacon a little bit, because it is browning in here. Now, usually back home they put a ham hock in this, or the, like an old ham bone in your beans and your potatoes. I don't have either one, so I'm going to use bacon. And bless their heart, I had been saying that I wished I could get fat back here in Texas, and you can't. I mean, they've got similar, but it looks like slabs of bacon that's not been sliced, because it does have the meat, the red meat in it. And fatback, as I know it back home, it is totally all fat. There is no red meat in it whatsoever. And a friend of mine from back home posted a meal on Facebook, and it had fatback covering half the plate, and it had collard greens and cornbread, and I don't remember what else. But I said, oh my God, that fatback looks so good. I haven't had any in years. I said, I think the next time I ever go to North Carolina, I'm going to have a cooler with me, and I'm going to bring me back a couple of slabs of fatback, because that's the only time I'll be able to get any. But if you're a friend of mine on Facebook, you can go there and look at it. In fact, maybe I don't know if this thing is charged up. It's not. This other thing is deader than a doornail. Try to charge it up a little bit. Maybe I'll be able to show you a picture of it. But I'm going to go ahead and let that be cooking. I'm going to slice up my onion. And I should be using a bigger knife, but I may not even need all that onion. I don't think I'll use all the onion. Let me wash my peppers. I went out there and picked some bell pepper, and this one has got spots on it, but I think it's still okay. And I gotta go check my potatoes. See what else I need to do with them. I'm just gonna check them for how done they might be. Oh yeah, that's good enough. Leave them there and let that dish cool off a tiny bit until I get the rest of my stuff done. I don't know how I got such a mess on the stove. But anyway, we got our bacon cooking. Oh, let's see. That's all I want. Let that bacon cook a little bit more. I think I'm just going to use this part of the onion. I don't think I need the whole onion. And I just sliced it and cut it in half. My peppers, cut them. The heat's getting to even my peppers, especially these, because they're on the back patio back here. And they're right in that direct hot sun in the afternoon. They get the hottest time of the day. And if I don't keep compost tea to them just about every day, they just will swivel up and die. I really need to move them is what I need to do, or put a shade cloth up. And I got to put some green in there. A little bitty green bell pepper. Now this is not going in my beans, y'all. Don't think it's going in my beans. And I gotta have some red bell pepper. That's probably all the bell pepper I need. Got seeds there. Now, if you got ham left over from Christmas, you know, in your freezer, that's probably what I should have got out, was the ham that I had. I think I got a package of ham still in there, but it's sliced ham, so. But anyway, I need to kind of slice up my little peppers. It's going to be colorful. Red, green, and orange peppers. You're probably wondering, what in the world is she going to do with those peppers and those onions? Well, you'll see in a minute. But I didn't look to see, have any of y'all eaten your green beans cooked with little potatoes in them? Martha says she's been spending the day separating 10 different colors of irises, now going to get something to eat. Didn't think I was going to get done. Well, I would have been doing stuff in the yard today too, but it's been in the high 90s. It's too hot to be out there in the afternoon. I get out there early in the morning, or I get out there late in the evening when the sun starts going down so it cools off a little bit. That's when I get out and do my watering. I can't get out there in the heat of this day. It's too hot here in Texas, y'all. I don't want the fur babies to come running around and me lay flattened out on the ground and the ants devouring me, because I've passed out from the heat. So I wait when it's not quite as hot. I've seen times when I just cook my onions and peppers. I love it. I love fried onions and peppers sauteed in a pan with garlic. There. Probably need to put that in something, because I've got something else to cut up on here too, so. I took this out of the freezer earlier. And it's just a little individual ribeye, basically. If I can get the package cut off open and let this blood drain out so I don't get it all over the counter. See, it's just a little ribeye. Usually you roll those with bacon, wrap them with bacon and cook them. But I'm not doing that. Okay? Y'all didn't know that I got the cans that don't have the pop tops on them. So I have to open them. Now I do not drain my beans. I want that juice from the beans right in my pot. There's one can. These are going to give me vegetables for this week, y'all. Probably right on through the weekend. Beans and potatoes. Usually I just fix one can, but today I decided to do two. How do I get water and stuff all over the counter? Now that bowl is cooled off enough I can handle it. Woo, a little. Now I'm just going to wash my potatoes again. Because when they cook, you know, a lot of the little dirt gets off of them that I wasn't able to wash off. So I actually just wash them again. I'm going to put my potatoes right in there with my beans. I'm going to put just a little bit of sugar, about a teaspoon of sugar. Everybody back home puts sugar in their beans, especially their fresh beans. A little bit of salt, and this is Himalayan salt. Garlic. Got to put just a little bit, about a half of a teaspoon of crushed garlic. And that's pretty much it. I think I'll move these back here so I can get over here and cook my other stuff. I've got to cut my meat up first. Bring that to a boil. Stir it up a little bit. And I am going to put some onion powder, garlic powder, onion powder. My cabinet, my spice cabinet looks like the store, I'm telling you. Let me put this up. Now, I don't remember seeing whether y'all said that you have, who has put potatoes in their green beans when they cook. Chill says fried onions, peppers, garlic, mushrooms with steak. Can't go wrong. Yeah, but I'm not going to cook it like a steak. I'm going to slice it up real thin and almost put it in there like a stir fry. But it's going to be just the steak, my peppers and my onions, and some spices. Get some of that fat off of there. Don't like that on my steak. I mean, most of it will cook, but some of it won't, and I don't like the tough stuff on my meat. But I do use these little ribeyes. I use them in stir fry a lot of times. I just cut them up like I'm doing right now, or put them in strips, and I put it right in stir fry. But I want them thin, I don't want them thick. Got that piece of sinew right there I don't want on my meat. So I'm going to cut it off. Yeah, I didn't remember it costing me $82 or almost $83 to get my oil changed before. So that kind of took my breath when I saw the bill. It's like, oh my goodness. Well, I didn't see the answers. How many of you, I do green beans and potatoes, Tamara Anglings does. I'm cooking my dinner, Joshua. It's green beans with potatoes. And this is how we always fix them back home when we have fresh green beans and fresh dug small potatoes. This is how we do them. Only my beans were already cooked because I'm using canned beans. That's why I put them in my potatoes in the microwave to hurry up the cooking process. So my potatoes and my beans will be done basically at the same time. Now I'm just going to let my beans and my potatoes and my bacon that I browned, it's still in the pot. And I'm just going to let that cook while I do my meat here. I'm making a mess, y'all. My sink looks like a garbage disposal. I got all this stuff thrown in there. Now, I need olive oil. Put a couple of tablespoons of olive oil in there. Don't need much. Turn my burner on. Gotta have my steak seasoning for my meat. And I'm just gonna sprinkle it on here real good while I got it laying here on this cutting board. And I breathed it, so I'm coughing. No. There's no hope for me. You take a little bit of water. Oh. Now I'm going to put my meat in there first. Oh my goodness, y'all. When I went to get my oil changed, oh my God, I started coughing. Because where I was sitting, the AC, that little AC unit they had in there, was blowing right toward me. And I kept breathing everything that was coming out of it. I kept coughing and sneezing. I mean, I went into a sneezing fit, y'all. Go ahead and wash this. I may want to use it. I don't know. May want to use it. But I'm just browning that meat right quick. If y'all ever cooked anything close to this, I do green beans with potatoes and onions. Okay. Yeah, I put the onion powder in there. Sometimes I put onions in there. You know, I probably should have cut up a little bit of onions in with my bacon when I was frying it. And that would have browned the onions a little bit. That's the way I like them. And then put everything else in on top of it. I think I'm gonna get this. My meat's pretty much done almost, so I'm taking it out for right now. And what I'm going to do is put my peppers and my onions in. Ah, I threw onions back there, y'all. And I'm just going to saute them a little bit. Getting my hand popped by that grease. Now I've got my beans and potatoes on a rolling boil over here, and it's both boiling pretty good. I just don't have it turned up tight enough or high enough that I have to take the lid off, because I'm not running the risk of it boiling over. It's not boiling that hard. I'm also going to put a little bit of garlic in there. I'm going to add a little bit more Himalayan salt. You can use any kind of salt, sea salt. I'm out of sea salt. But I had Himalayan salt here, so I decided to use it. Yeah, I tried to think of something I could cook when I'm live and it not take too long. And I almost didn't do the potatoes and the green beans, and then I remembered, well, hey, you know, I usually pop my potatoes in the microwave and get them almost done before I add them to my beans. That way, you know, my beans don't cook all to pieces before my potatoes are done. God made garlic. Garlic is good. Oh, you got that right. I think I put garlic in everything. I'd probably put it on cake and ice cream if I could get away with it. Yeah, I got that coming up. If I find my ham slices down here in the freezer, I think I got a package of ham slices down there. If I come up with them, I'm going to cook potatoes and ham soup. Those sound wonderful. I think I'll go for the soup. Thanks for the advice. Burger time, bon appetit. Well, I could eat a burger right now, but I don't have one. Yeah, garlic can be used for everything. Hey, they need to come up with a garlic ice cream. They probably have somewhere. This is colorful. I've got the red onions, I got the green bell pepper, I got the yellow bell pepper, the orange, and the red. So it makes a pretty dish. Wish I could have some of your potato soup, Tamara. Yeah, potato soup is wonderful. And I've got potato soup coming up. I was thinking about that just the other day. I said I need to make a pot of potato soup. And like I said, if I can find my ham slices in the bottom of the freezer, then I may just do that. I don't think I've used those ham slices yet. I may have. So I may have to come up with a different ham to go in my potato soup. Oh, those beans are looking good with those red potatoes. Oh my goodness, and that bacon. need to turn that heat down. Just a little bit. I'm going to add some soy sauce, well, not soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, if I can get it open. Got it all in the lid to wash it out. Now, let's see. Cornstarch. Instead of flour this time, I'm going to thicken my little bit of stuff up with some cornstarch. Not much. I never really liked to use cornstarch, but my mom used it quite a bit. I'm going to add my meat back in my pan. I got to taste this. Turning the heat off. Okay, I know I've got some. If I can find it. Y'all, I wasn't quite ready for this cooking video, but oh well. See if I can find it over here. Brown sugar, y'all. I'm going to put just a tiny bit of brown sugar in with my meat and my beans. Not my beans, my peppers and onions. About a spoonful. My vinegar, where's my vinegar? Okay, I'll move my vinegar. There it is. Was staring me right in the face. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of vinegar. And that is apple cider vinegar. But any vinegar will work. Now I'm just going to mix that up. See, I took my meat out because I didn't want to overcook that steak and make it tough. Oh, but that looks so good, y'all. Gotta taste these beans for seasoning. That's good. Can you make pot pies? I've got a video on pot pie, Joshua. I've got a video on making a pot pie, chicken pot pie, I think it was about 6 months ago. And it was a big one, a big pie size pot pie, not the individual one. And it was good. It was really good. Oh, we got Beyond the Veil with us. Welcome, Carolina Country Homesteading's here. Welcome, everybody. I usually try to cook my but I'm going to show you the way I'm going to serve this. This thing is going to drive me nuts with all the dripping. I wish they'd have fixed that first before they even fix the sink. Now, I usually take my potatoes and if I can, squish them up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. They're so hot. Whew, hot, hot, hot. Just kind of bust them open. Let me get a helping of beans. Now, I should have fixed cornbread with this, but I don't really like to fix cornbread just for myself. Unless I just make little fritters. And I wasn't in the notion of making cornbread this evening, so. Now, I usually take my meat mixture and I put it right on my potatoes, y'all. Don't that look good? Look at this. How's that? Probably can't see it that well over there. There's a closer look. That look good? Now, I mean, you know, I could have fixed rice to use with that that steak and onions and peppers, but I like it on my potatoes too. And since I was cooking the green beans, I decided I was just going to put it on my potatoes this time. Y'all, I'm hungry. I'm starving. That looks good. Oh, it does look good. Got to try these beans. And that little bit of bacon that's there. Oh, my goodness. Dear Lord, bless this food I'm about to eat. Bless all the YouTubers out there. Look after them. Look after Ann, Jana, all the people that are in need of prayer because of either deaths in the family or sickness. Ann especially, she needs prayer desperately. Amen. Y'all take the first bite. Beans and bacon right there. Mmm. I got a little heavy-handed with the salt, but other than that, it's good. Let's try some of my meat with my onions here. Y'all take a bite. That's ribeye steak sliced with onions and bell peppers with Worcestershire sauce and a little bit of brown sugar and vinegar. Y'all. It is good. And there's Country Cutie. I gotta get something to sit down on. Water to drink. Because y'all, when I cook like this, I gotta eat. I mean, hey. And I'm looking at the chat too, so. And I can see you up there. But this is real good. I mean, you could put it on cream potatoes, rice, orzo, any pasta even. You can put it on a pasta, this peppers with this little bit of steak. I'll tell you, that's good. How's Country Cutie doing? And Carolina Country Homesteading. I'm not going to show you what I cooked yesterday. That's in the video that's coming out in the morning. I will tell you, it's a really good dessert. It's like fall in Arkansas. Well, it was in the high 90s here today. We may get rain around 8, 9 o'clock this evening. I hope so. And I've been holding off taking the bucket and going around and watering my plants with compost tea in this heat. Because if it rains tonight, maybe I won't have to. There's only like a 51% chance of rain, but I've seen it rain with less of a chance. And I've seen it not rain when they said 75% chance. So, you know, it could go either way at this point. But about 8, 9 o'clock is when we got our biggest chance for rain this evening. That's just about the time I usually get out and try to water because that's the coolest time in the evening. It doesn't get dark till about 9 or sometime after 9 now. So I usually get an hour or two of watering before it gets dark on me. Oh, you're watching my live before you go live. Okay. Well, I need to catch your live tonight, Country Carolina Country Homesteading 101. I don't think I've caught your live yet. And I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to your channel. I don't know if I click notifications or not. That might be why, because sometimes I'll subscribe to channels and I'll forget to click on that little bell and click all notifications. Oh, you got a mess, Tamara? You canned bread and butter pickles today. I didn't get enough cucumbers to do anything with this year. I'm going over a grocery haul and going to go over Bible talk. Oh, I see. Well, the way I shop for groceries, I mean, since I've got the freezers full, and then that subscriber sent me food like every week, and a lot of it was put in the freezer, and I haven't cooked some of it yet. And I've been adding meats as I catch it on sale, so my freezers are full of meat and like some of the frozen vegetables. So there's only like sugar, flour, coffee, you know, that type of stuff that I usually pick up at the store when I go grocery shopping. I don't buy meats and, you know, all these frozen vegetables and stuff. I might get a couple of canned stuff, but I don't feel like I get enough at one time to really do a grocery haul on my videos, you know. I do keep my grocery bill down since I've got all this stuff in the freezer. But I've been trying to get some of the older stuff out and cook it, replace with new stuff that I catch on sale. Because that's the way I buy my meat. I don't buy meat unless it's on special. You know, they got a good sale going, and then I'll buy a lot more than what I need at that particular time. Because, you know, sometimes if they have the 3-pound hamburger rolls on special at a really good price, I'll buy one, divide it up into 3 sections, and freeze it in three packages. And if it's really a good special, I might buy 2 of the rolls, and usually you're limited to 2 rolls a person when it's that good a special. I know, but you know, I have not seen her in lives in a long, long time. That was, what was her name? April from Hawaii. You know, there's been several of my subscribers that used to send me things off and on that don't even come to my live anymore. So I'm out of all the Hawaiian coffee. I still got some of the tea because she sent me several little boxes of tea. I drank the coffee more than I did the tea, unfortunately. But I still use the tea. And I don't get grocery orders sent to me anymore. It's been quite a while, a long time since I've gotten any of that sent. So if it's not already in the freezer that I take out to cook, I buy whatever I need. It's not sent to me anymore. These little old potatoes are good just on their own. They don't even need anything with them. You got about 30 hummingbirds? Well, I've seen 2 and 3 at my feeders at one time, but that's basically it. And they don't come to my feeders as often, or I don't see them. I mean, I know they come because the nectar disappears, but I don't see them as much. And one reason is because they've been cleaning these lots off, cutting trees, all the construction and the lot clearing with the big machinery. And it spooked the birds. And I can't get out there and sit on the back step like I used to and video my hummingbirds. The minute they see me go back there and sit down, they take off. It's like they're scared of me now too. Well, you know, really, the microwaves don't need a lock, because once you open the door, the microwave stops. I don't know how a kid could hurt themselves by putting their hands in the microwave, because they couldn't close the door. Therefore, they couldn't turn on the microwave. It wouldn't run if the door was open. But I guess it's a good idea to have a lock on the microwave. I don't know. I don't have kids in here to worry about anything like that now, so. Country Kitty's name is Janice. Well, nice to meet you, Janice. This behind me. The one next door is built. It's already sold. There's a young couple living there. The one that's over here behind me on that side that they built with the fence, it was sold before it was finished, because I think they already had an agreement with the builder that it was their house when it was finished. And I think they're all family. And I don't know the one behind me that's fixing to be framed up, because they delivered lumber there today. And I was watching, they were trying to get up the hill to the front of the house to put off the lumber on the concrete pad. They couldn't get up the hill. The lumber was so heavy, and that little, I don't know what they call those things little things that, like Lowe's, when they unload pallets and stuff off the truck and bring it up into your yard. What is that thing they call that brings it up and puts it down? It's like a lift. I don't know what they call it. But that's what they had back here, trying to get up to the concrete pad, up the hill from the street, and it wouldn't make it up the hill. So they had to back down and go to the side and leave it on the side, on the ground. But I showed the concrete pad in, I think, the video where I was hanging out with the fur babies. I think the one this morning. I showed toward the end of the video, I walked out there and showed everybody the concrete pad that they just poured for the foundation. It takes up the whole lot. I mean, you know, it's good because they don't have a big yard to mow or anything. But if you build a big house like that, you're thinking it's going to be a family that lives there with small kids. And the kids need somewhere to play, you know. And just a 5-foot strip down each side of the house, and about 10-foot space in the back, and I don't know how much in the front with plus the driveway, is really not room for kids to play in. Forklift. There you go. Jana, did you ever get your plaque that I sent to you? But according to the tracking, it was delivered the 19th. And when I spoke to you on the 23rd, you said you still had not received it. If you not received it, I need to call the tracking, the post office there or something and see what's going on, because they claim it was already delivered. I don't have it yet because it is in the community office. It closes before I get home. I will get, oh, okay, is that what it is? Well, I mentioned it to the guy at the post office today when I mailed Sandra's plaque, that you said you had not received it, but the tracking said it had been delivered on the 19th. And I said, I don't know how your box is situated, if it's like a lock box or something that you can only get to at certain times, or what the deal is. But I said, I've been waiting to hear from you before I take any action on it. So it may very well be in your box then. Will you be able to get to it like on Saturday maybe? I don't know. Let me see. Let me check here on my records and see what address I mailed it to. But even if it went to your old address, they should forward it to you. Where is Tamara's address? You know, I never thought about that, and you never mentioned it when I said I mailed it. I sent it to 323 Ascend Loop, 5207. Is that your old address? In Myrtle Beach. How far is that from where you're at, if that is your old address? And there's vegan menu, hello. She said they could not put it in the new box. Well, where would they put it then? Because I had 323 Ascend Loop, number 5207 at Myrtle Beach. That's where I sent it. I mean, if you live in the same complex, they know you're there. I mean, it shouldn't be any problem getting it. I would think. I don't know. Y'all, I hate to eat in front of you, but I'm starving. I ate a small little sandwich for breakfast early this morning, and I haven't eaten anything since, and I'm really hungry. Is the office open on Saturdays? I would think so in an apartment complex or a housing complex like that. But it should be there waiting for you whenever you get in the office there. Because it most certainly said it had been delivered. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even think about you moving. And I didn't know how far you would be from where you were. Country Cutie said, go ahead and eat, Linda. I'm eating. You're eating grilled chicken wrap. That sounds good. I love chicken wraps. But this is good too, y'all. Jen said her microwave has a lock on it too, Joshua. Well, I can't because I'm not signed in here. So I don't think it's it won't take me anywhere when I click on her name. I'll just have to put in Country Cutie in the search bar on YouTube and look it up. See, I'm not signed in here. If I'm signed in, I could. But I've got the camera signed into YouTube, so I can't be signed in here too. YouTube doesn't like that. They'd say I'm watching my own videos to rack up views. Like one person would rack up a lot of views by just being signed in. Yeah, she's in the same complex, she said. I thought I was subscribed to Carolyn Country Homesteading 101 and Country Cutie. I think I try to subscribe to everybody that comes into my lives. I subscribe to their channels and then catch their lives when I can. Oh, I'm itching. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm going to write them down just in case. And I'll look after the live's over. We got Country Cutie. Beyond the Veil. Because I think I subscribed to all of these a long time ago. And what was the other one? Not Country Cutie. Carolina Country Homesteading. Homesteading 101. Yeah, I'll put those in the search bar. Yeah, that's why I don't get into chat, because I can't type into chat here reading it because I'm not signed in. And since the camera's signed in, and it does show the chat up there, but I can't see it half the time because it fades in and out. I bring up the chat on the laptop, but I don't sign into the laptop. I don't sign into YouTube on it. So YouTube can't say that I'm watching my own videos for views, you know? Anything tastes good when you're hungry. Yeah, but this is really good. Beyond the Veil said it says block channel activity and visit channel on my end. Wish I could be more help. What do you mean it's blocked? Who's trying to get in to your channel that it's telling them it's blocked? I tried to tap on the name, but it only shows an option for block or report. You type on the name itself, like on Country Cutie, on the blue, or Beyond the Veil. Don't go to the little lines over on the right. Usually when, like if I was on the camera up here, let's see. I can't do that because it'll mess the camera up. No, it shouldn't matter whether you're a moderator or not. It should still let you get in there. You know what? Whose are you trying to look up Beyond the Veil? Because I'm fixing to put it in the search bar and look for it myself. Is it Country Cutie? Well, let me go see, because I don't have to sign in to YouTube to look it up. I can look it up on on Google. I just go to YouTube. Beyond the Veil. Now, I don't know if I've got the right one. I bring up the group of 5 northern Nigerian women when I put in Beyond the Veil. Or I get Beyond the Veil TV series. I don't think that put me in the right place, y'all. What else should I look for Beyond the Veil when I try to bring yours up? Well, if I was logged in, I could click on your name and it should take me to your website, or to your channel. But I can't because I'm not signed in on the laptop. No, Beyond the Veil, it shouldn't make any difference. Country Cutie and Janice. Let me try to look up Country Cutie. I bring up Country Cuties Dance. Talent recap. You say yours got strawberries? And see, I don't know what your name is, so. I'm striking out doing that, y'all. You type Country Cutie Janice. Okay, I didn't put Janice on there. Let me try that. Okay, I got somewhere now. Well, I still don't know. And yours has the strawberries. I see the one with the strawberries. And I just subscribe to it. And I'll hit all for notifications. I just got you, Country Cutie. Now let me see if I can get the other ones. Beyond the Veil. Because I don't remember who I subscribe. I know I try to subscribe to all of my people, but I don't think I did something right. I must have left something out there. But I got Country Cutie, but I can't bring up Beyond the Veil. It brings up the TV series and all this. What am I not putting in Beyond the Veil? And Country Homesteading. Carolina Country Homesteading. Beyond the Veil, it brings up predators, I mean. Stillness Stories. That's on Beyond the Veil. Is that you? I mean, I don't know if that's you or not, Beyond the Veil. Hi, Jesse. You may just need to do it when you're signed in. Well, I should be able to bring up anybody's website, whether I'm signed in or not. I bring up one and it says Stillness Stories looks like FX at 5WC. Biblical. I don't know. Don't know that that's you. I don't know what kind of channel am I looking for, Country Cutie and Beyond the Veil? I got Country Cutie. It's Beyond the Veil I'm looking for. Your profile has a duck on it. Okay, let me go back and see. Because I have not seen a duck. Huh. I'm not finding it. I don't know. I bring up Beyond the Veil official trailer series, everything but what I'm looking for. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think it was. Does it have your name on the channel? When you bring it up, does it have your name below the Beyond the Veil, or anything else other than a duck that I can look for? Oh, Country Cutie doesn't post any videos. Well, I'm subscribed to you anyway. Oh, well. Yeah, that's right. Well, you know, anybody that has their own channel, if they do their videos too, I try to help them out and try to show up in their lives, or at least catch one or two of their videos now and then. Well, thank you, Country Cutie. But I got you. I did bring yours up once I put Janice in the title too. I just put Country Cutie in the beginning, and it didn't bring up you. It brought everything else up. I had to wash down some of that pepper. Oh, Janice works near Lowell, Arkansas. Yeah, I could use a Coke about now, and I don't have any. Beyond the Veil said she needs a cold root beer. I don't usually drink root beer, but I could drink one of those right now. You know, when you get hot and thirsty, anything cold's good. But I like root beer pretty good. It's just not my soda of choice. Look how hungry I was. Y'all, I just about cleaned my plate. Lowell, Arkansas is kind of small. Oh, my belly feels better now. But now I'm ready for dessert, and I'm not bringing my dessert out because that's my video tomorrow. I have to wait till the live's over. Well, back home, I would either get Pepsi, Coke, or Sundrop. And if you've never had a Sundrop, it's almost just like a Mountain Dew. I mean, there's not a whole lot of difference in them. They're basically the same drink, called something different. But, yeah, Sundrop is the go-to drink in North Carolina. Because I remember when we'd go home on vacation, we'd bring back a couple of cases of Sundrop with us because you couldn't get it out here. And then all of a sudden, Walmart got it for a short time. And I would buy Sundrop at Walmart here. And then all of a sudden it disappeared. They didn't have it anymore. I guess there was not enough people that bought it. They weren't as familiar with Sundrop as I am, you know. Like I said, Sundrop in North Carolina is like Mountain Dew is out here in Texas. Yeah, where do you work at, Janice? In Lowell, Arkansas. Yeah, Squirt, Mountain Dew, and Sundrop are real similar. They're like a citrusy type of a soda. Sometimes I'd alternate. One time I'd get a Coke, like when I was walking home from school. If I had the change to get a Coke coming home, I'd swing by the store, just go a block out of my way, go by the store, and either get me a Coke, a Pepsi, or a Sundrop. I'd alternate. You know, if I got one this time, then I get a different one the next time. We had Sunkist soda too, but it seems like the Coke, the Pepsi, and the Sundrop were the two most popular drinks in North Carolina. And like I said, the Sundrop is almost identical to a Mountain Dew. Because I do buy Mountain Dew occasionally here because I can't get Sundrop anymore. I work near Lowell, assistant hotel director in a large hotel chain. Well, wow, good for you, Janice. Barges or Bargs or A&W. You know, they bottle root beer here in Texas. I think it's Dublin is where they say they where the first place was that they ever bottled root beer. And it's just a little small Texas town. We used to get cases of root beer from Dublin in, oh heck, what was the name of the place? At Brahms when I worked there. And we had a couple that would come in and they'd buy every case of root beer that we got in as fast as we could get it in. Because they said they couldn't buy it where they were from. And they wanted the original, I think it was the original Dublin root beer that came right straight from the original place where they bottled it. They said it tastes different than any other root beer. Yeah, we've got a Brahms here. I worked there for a short time in their produce market. No, not every place has a Brahms. Some places are too small to have a Brahms. Like Glenrose down here, they don't have Brahms, but we got one here in Granbury. It's out on 377 next to Chili's and Dairy Queen. You got a microwave from Sam's Club. I've never heard of Prairie Grove. Yeah, I don't know the name of the root beer that comes from Dublin where they originally package it or bottle it here in Texas. I think it's Dublin, if I'm not badly mistaken. But they say it does taste different than any other root beers. And they want root beer, and if they can't get the original from where it's packaged, bottled, they won't buy it. They won't buy any other brand of root beer. Well, there's Gladys. Hey, Gladys. Your hubby loves root beer. Well, fortunately, he can drink all the beer of that type he can he? Carolina Country Cutie or Carolina Country Homesteading. I'll get all these names mixed up. That's one time when he gets aggravated and he says, I gotta have a beer. You don't mind that he goes and gets him a beer, right? As long as it's a root beer. Mug root beer is the top. I wish I could remember the name of the one that was bottled here in Texas. It's the original place where they first started root beer. And they still bottle root beer from there, but they don't ship it to all the stores. So anytime this couple knows that a store is going to get some in there at that store the day that it gets there, because they'll buy it up. Because they know they won't get any for probably another month. I can't either, Tamara. It's been ages since I've had a root beer float. Oh, that sounds so good. That makes me want to go get some root beer and ice cream. Make me a root beer float. I might have to do that. If I can go find me some root beer somewhere. I usually get well, when we first moved to Texas, we got a real expensive one. That was a micro convection oven. And it cost like almost $1,000. But ever since I've been divorced, I don't cook that much. I don't really use a convection oven anymore. So I buy the cheapy microwaves from Walmart. I mean, sometimes I get a microwave for $50, I'm happy. I mean, it does what I want it to do. It'll bake a potato. You saw it cooked my potatoes tonight. I can fix bacon in it if I want to, but I don't like it in the microwave. I like mine in a frying pan. I basically use my microwave just to heat stuff up. It's very few things that I put in there and I actually cook in the microwave. I mean, I do cook some things, but not much. Oh, you're making me hungry for some root beer and ice cream beyond the veil. That sounds so good. Homemade cream soda at Root beer is delicious, or root beer, yeah. I don't remember what mine is. Mine's something like 950. It's not a very high-powered one. But it does the job for me. And like I said, I've had it so long now the light's out. It still works, but the light doesn't burn. And, you know, I can live without the light. I don't need the light to heat up something. Years ago, the kids used microwave most of the time just to pop popcorn in. We'd get popcorn in that bag where you just throw the bag in the microwave and turn the microwave on and it pops in the bag. Beyond the Veil got a microwave for free at a garage sale. Well, good for you. Yeah, sometimes you wouldn't believe what people get rid of. I mean, they get rid of some good stuff sometimes. I'm just not usually around when they do that. Or they get rid of something that's too heavy that I couldn't bring in the car. And I don't have any way to go get it, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, microwaves are pretty much a necessity now. But like I said, I usually use mine to heat up things. Or if I'm going to make a cup of instant coffee, I'll put a cup of water in the microwave, heat it up, take it out and put my spoonful of instant coffee in it and make me a cup of coffee. Well, we've been on here for over an hour already. What, about an hour and a half, something like that? I can't see up here. Oh. Almost 2 hours. I didn't mean to be on here that long. I just wanted to get on here and do a quick live and do a cooking show and be done with it. Because I know y'all got things to do. You know, you got supper to get if you haven't already got your supper. I cooked green beans with little red potatoes in them. And I made a ribeye sliced real thin in peppers and onions and made a good sauce. Don't that look good? You can't really see it up there. Hold it under the light. It's got all the different colored peppers. It's got yellow, orange, red, green. I've got a red onion sliced up in there, and I've got a little ribeye that's sliced real thin. I put Worcestershire sauce in it, and here is my green beans and potatoes. I don't know if you can see it, but I was trying to show people how we always back home cooked our fresh green beans out of the garden. And if we had the fresh little red potatoes or even the white potatoes, the real little ones, dug from the garden, how they cooked the beans and the potatoes together and seasoned it with a ham hock or fatback or like I did with bacon. But it's really good. I mean, well, I hope I catch your, do you have your schedule, Carolina Cutie? I'm Carolina Country Homesteading. I get y'all's names run together. I don't know why. Didn't you say that you had a live after mine tonight? You hate the microwave at work, open the door and the old popcorn smell woofs out. Leave the door open a little while, let it air out. I know that's what, when I was working in Fort Worth on the sales floor, that place was always full of a popcorn smell. Because everybody that worked in that office, I think, brought a bag of popcorn with them to put in the microwave and pop it. And that's all you smelled all day was popcorn. Open the microwave, it smelled like popcorn. The dining area smelled like popcorn. And then, you know, with the doors leading right into the sales floor where our offices were, all that popcorn smell came right out there where we were. Well, I'm glad you did too, Country Cutie. And I want to catch the live. I think it's in 101 that said she was going to have right after mine. Do you have it scheduled already, Carolina Country? Well, I want to thank each and every one of you. Y'all have to try green beans and potatoes cooked like this if you've never cooked them before. And like I think somebody else said in here that they put onions in theirs. Sometimes I do put onions in my beans too, but I'll brown my onions when I'm cooking my bacon or my fat meat or whatever it is I got in the pot before I add my beans and my potatoes. It gives it a really good flavor, but I put it in onion powder instead because I didn't add onions. But it's a really good way, and I don't know of a person back home that does not season their green beans with a little bit of sugar. I mean, if you ever eat green beans anywhere else and they never taste quite like country green beans, that's why, because they probably don't put a little bit of sugar in them. It makes a big difference, and it doesn't make them sweet, but it makes a big difference in the taste. Okay, y'all, I'm going to let you go. Y'all have a blessed night. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to come in my live and watch me cook my meal and watch me actually eat in front of you, which I hate to do, but I was hungry. And I wanted y'all to see, too, I eat what I cook. I'm not just cooking for videos and then throwing the food out. This is my meal, you know, and I eat usually for several days off of what I'm cooking. You too, Joshua. You have a blessed rest of the day. Jesse Brown, Carolina Country, Joshua, Beyond the Veil, Gladys, Chill, everybody else that's in live tonight, thank you so much for coming in. I do appreciate you taking the time out to come into my live. It helps me out. It boosts my morale to see y'all come into my live and spend time with me. And I appreciate it. I love each and every one of you. Y'all have a blessed night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye now. Love y'all.